This is what we've done at Charter to play our part in helping to make sure our tenants are safe. We've set up a simple, clear process, cause for concern, for staff to report any concerns they might have, big or small. As part of this, we've trained our staff to be able to identify the signs of abuse, especially domestic abuse, adults at risk and children at risk. Anyone who works for us can report any concerns using a simple email form which goes to a group of experienced staff who assess the information and decide on the appropriate action. Our database records cases, actions and outcomes, which helps us assess every case and allows us to see an overall picture of what is going on. This means we can do things like pick up training needs and change our policies and procedures if we need to.
I'm Steve Evans, I'm the Director of Housing for Charter. We've started using the cause for concern approach because we think it's really important that we help keep our tenants safe. Lots of our staff are in and out of our tenants' homes on a daily basis. They see and hear things that can be really important and can help us make an intervention that can change somebody's life. Having cause for concern basically means that we can do that effectively and that we can help keep our over 4,000 tenants safe. What we tried really to do is to create the right culture so that staff are aware of what they're seeing. We provided training, and then if they do spot something that they're worried about, they've got a really simple system that uses the systems we already use to report their worries back to a team of people who can act on it and know what to do. We get reports from our DLO, we get maintenance staff reporting concerns, we get staff who work on a customer services team telling us that they're worried about things, and then the experts in the relevant teams can act on it and do the right thing.
Cause for concern has meant we've been able to identify 785 cases of domestic abuse, adults at risk and children at risk, and we've helped 558 households. We've worked with external partners 239 times, including statutory services, support providers and specialist domestic abuse services. Here's an example of how it works in practice.
One of the cases that we've had reported to us started off as an antisocial behaviour case as a result of illegal activity reported at the property. That wouldn't normally have involved cause for concern, but we became aware there was a young child at the property as well. This meant that we needed to consider what we should do to safeguard that child. The tenant was known to us already from previous incidents that had taken place, and so one of the cause for concern group contacted social services. They asked us to carry out a child protection referral, which we did. A week later, we then contacted social services to find out what had happened as a result of that referral. They explained that they'd spoken to the mum. She denied any of the activities that we said was taking place at the property, and they were happy that the child was safe. As part of my role within the Cause for Concern group, if we then receive further information or we believe the information that they have hasn't led to the right outcome, I challenge social services. So when additional information came forward to us, I contacted social services again, explained my concerns, and they then decided to set up a child protection conference based on that new information. Another case that came through to the Cause for Concern group was reported to us by the customer services team after they received a call from a tenant stating that she'd been assaulted by her partner. It was quite a serious assault, so the referral came across to the group and we initially asked the neighbourhood manager to contact the tenant directly. That contact was made the same day, along with contact to Women's Aid because the tenant felt unsafe where she was staying. She went into temporary accommodation. The neighbourhood manager supported her with this and also supported her in terms of a move to another property, but not before we'd been able to get the alleged perpetrator, her partner, to take his name off the tenancy, so we changed it from a joint to a sole. The outcome of all of this has been that the tenant's now able to live in another home elsewhere with family support, with her networks and close to her children's school and where they feel safe.
To go forward, we're just looking to expand the process. We want to make sure that it continues to be used. We make sure that all our staff are trained, they know how to use the process, that we're keeping as many of our tenants safe as we possibly can, and just continually making it work better and better. There's lots of things we can still do. I'm sure there's lots of things that we can still spot and do, and we need to make sure that we are.